Meet the tardigrade, also called a water bear or moss piglet, which was a name I didn't come across till recently. It's a microscopic animal about half a millimeter long and it's nearly indestructible. Tardigrades can survive in the vacuum of space, endure radiation doses that would instantly kill humans, withstand temperatures from near absolute zero to 150 degrees Celsius, go without water for decades, and survive pressures 6 times greater than the deepest ocean trenches. Scientists have frozen them, boiled them, blasted them with radiation, and launched them into space. They survive absolutely everything. How? When conditions become inhospitable, tardigrades enter a state called cryptobiosis. They expel almost all water from their bodies, curl into a dried husk called a tun, and essentially pause their biology. Metabolism stops. They're not quite alive, they're not quite dead. They're just waiting in limbo. In this state, they can survive for years, possibly decades. When water eventually does return, they rehydrate and resume life as if nothing happened. It's not a hibernation, it's closer to more of a suspended animation. In 2007, tardigrades were sent to space and exposed to the vacuum and cosmic radiation found there. Are tardigrades in cryptobiosis alive? They have no metabolism, no biological processes. By most conventional definitions, they'd be dead, but they can return to life, so they're not actually fully dead. And they're in a third state that we don't really have a good language or term for. And this is important for astrobiology. If tardigrades can survive in space, what else can? Could life spread between planets on asteroids surviving millions of years in space? Philosophically, tardigrades force us to reconsider what life actually is. We usually define life by activity, growth, reproduction, metabolism, response to stimuli. But tardigrades can cease all of these and then resume them almost instantly. They're like biological data storage centers. The information that makes them alive is preserved in their molecular structure, waiting to be executed when conditions improve. Life isn't a state, it's a process that can be paused. And this also raises a question about death itself. If you can pause life indefinitely and resume it, is there even such a thing as death? What if we could put humans in cryptobiosis, pause someone dying, wait for medical advances, then revive them? Tardigrades show that biology isn't necessarily bound to time, the way we seem to think it is. Existence can be discontinuous. You can stop existing for years and then simply start again. That's philosophically a weird premonition. It means being alive isn't about continuous consciousness or experience, it's about carrying the potential for those things into the future. Most of tardigrades are tiny little creatures that are fascinating scientifically and philosophically. They teach us that life is still strange and yet more resilient than we'd imagine. And they'll probably equally end up outliving us all.